This is my self-glowing melee build, built around radiation, bleed, fire damage, and extreme survivability. The entire build scales the longer I stay in combat and gets stronger with every kill. For damage, I focus heavily on power attacks. I use Radio-Activative Strength paired with Heavy Hitter, giving me 150% increased power attack damage plus an additional 25% from Heavy Hitter. My melee weapon cripples causes bleeding and applies fire damage, so I fully lean into status effects. I use Salt Wounded for 30% more damage to bleeding targets. Bloodluster increases bleed damage by 35% but shortens the bleed duration, so I counter that by running Scout's Life Rank 4, which extends bleed out time and keeps my damage consistent. I also deal 30% more damage to crippled targets. On top of that, I use Deal Sealer, which adds 10% damage per impediment. Since I apply cripple, bleed, and fire, I gain a constant 30% bonus damage. For defense and scaling, I use Barbarian. Because my armor's second star is Strength, I gain an extra 100 damage resistance from that alone. I run Rad Reaver paired with a third star Glow mod, which gives me 35 rads per kill from power attacks. This fuels the entire build. I also run rank 1 Breathe It In so I can passively heal from radiation, which synergizes perfectly with my Vanguard Thorn armor. I use Life Giver to increase my overall glow and Ironclad to double my damage resistance. With Vanguard Thorn armor, this puts me just under 1,000 damage resistance. Adamantium Skeleton prevents me from being crippled. Thick Skin adds an extra 10% ballistic damage reduction. Glowing Gut is a must for any ghoul build, and Stranger in Numbers is mandatory for maximizing mutations. For debuffs and team synergy, I use Tenderizer, United Ordeal for +3 to all special stats, and Feral Presence, which reduces enemy damage output by 30% for 5 seconds. I also use Pyro to increase my melee fire damage, and Science Monster, which functions similarly to taking one for the team by increasing the damage enemies take. I rely heavily on carnivore food buffs to maximize my damage, so I run rank 2 Good with Salt to keep those buffs active longer. To make sure I'm always attacking at full strength, I use Reverse Onslaught so all my stacks are built before my attack lands. For survivability and avoidance, I stack Evasive, Hyperflexed, and Dodgy, pushing my evade chance extremely high. I also run Adrenaline, and after 10 kills I'm dealing 100% more damage. Junk Shield gives me 115 energy and damage resistance. I round out the build with Ricochet, Class Freak to boost my strength for mutations, and Bloody Mess for additional overall damage, especially effective with bleed damage. My legendary perks are Feral Rage, taking one for the team, Funky Duds, Collateral Damage, Legendary Strength, and Legendary Luck. This build is fast, tanky, self-sustaining, and constantly glowing.